All right. Well, I'm sure you've all heard the story or the parable about the man in the flood. So this is the guy who water was flooding, coming up all around his house, and he's praying to God to save him. He's asking God to, take him out of that situation, to help him. So he's sitting on his front porch, and his mate comes up in a tinny, says, "Hey, water's coming up. Why don't you come with me and we'll head out?" He says, No, I'm trusting God. God's going to help me. God's going to save me. So his mate's like, fine, whatever. He takes off in his canoe. So water keeps coming up. Man has to head up to the second story of his house, or on the roof of his house, since most houses here don't have 2 stories. So he heads up to the roof. Water keeps coming up. SES shows up in a rescue boat, and he's like, "Come on, mate. Water's coming up. We're gonna get flooded out soon." He's like, No, God's gonna save me. He's like, "Come on, we're here to get you out. Let's go. It's time." He's like, No, God's gonna come. He's gonna save me. So he the SES is like, "Fine, whatever. We're done. Not our responsibility." They head out. Water keeps coming up. By this point, water's all the way up to the eaves of his roof. Keeps coming up higher. Chinook or a helicopter comes over, probably Black Hawk if we're here in Australia. The army, they're there. They call down to him, "Come on, got to get you out. Water's coming up. It's already on your roof. Let's go." The man says, No, God's going to save me. God's going to help me. He's like, "God, we're here to pull you out. Let's go." No, God's going to save me. Helicopter leaves. Guy dies. Shows up in heaven. Has a conversation with God, like, "What's going on? You said that you were going to save me." God says, "Look, I sent your mate in a tinny. You had a rescue boat. You had a helicopter. I sent all 3 of those. You didn't take them." So what does that parable teach us? Well, it teaches that God will provide, but sometimes not in the ways that we expect. With our family and our housing situation right now, we trusted God in selling, and now we're trusting in Him to provide our next step and the next thing. It is the 10th of February right now, so there's only 2 months until we are moving out of our house, and we do not yet have a place to move into, but we are trusting God that He will show us. But at the same time, I'm aware that we don't want to miss the way that He wants to provide. And it might be different than we expect. We might expect writing in the sky, whereas He just has someone dropping a note in our letterbox or something like that to show us how He wants to provide this next step for us. 2 months' time, I'm hoping that we have a very exciting message about how God provided for us. I'm hoping it's not like that place in the background, but maybe has a roof. But yes, we're trusting that God will show us, will provide, and we are continually seeking Him, being in continual prayer, that we don't miss how it is that He wants to provide, and that we can walk in obedience to Him and into all that He has for us. So I encourage that for you as well. Listen and obey and keep listening and see how God is going to provide and what He's going to show for you. So thank you very much. God bless. We'll update you as soon as we know.